Hello everyone, Ryan from the Geek Dad Report here for week 6 of GDR versus the NFL. I will be hosting tonight, and hopefully I can get you some maybe decent picks. I don't know. I have been doing about flatlining the whole freaking season. And yes, you will notice that I am not wearing my suit jacket for the main reason that last week I didn't wear a suit jacket when Brian and I did our show together, and my team, the Steelers, actually won. So I'm just gonna have to keep that ball rolling, and I'm gonna get rid of the suit jacket until the Steelers start losing again, which I'm going to get into in a bit. So, just so you guys know, this is just it's a fun thing that Brian and I do together, and we really hope that you guys enjoy these episodes. And make sure you leave a comment at the end and let me know what your picks are, and feel free to tell me if my picks are the worst in the world, because according to my record, where I think I got 9 or 10 games right last week, Brian got a solid 10 for the second week in a row. So I think like overall we're only about 1 or 2 games off from each other. Well, that's not the record that we're keeping here. We are keeping the record for the episode that whichever team, he's a big Seahawks fan and I'm a big Steelers fan, whichever team finishes with the better record, the final episode of the GDR versus the NFL this season, the person with the worst record will be doing it with no shirt on. So you're going to get a sexy topless episode. And currently, Brian's Seahawks are, as everyone knows, 2-3. Not the greatest start to the season. And my Steelers are 2-1. And I'm going to expand on that. The Steelers are 2-1. The Cleveland Browns are 2-1. The Steelers are actually currently ranked last place in the AFC North because the Cleveland Browns have given up less points. The last time the Steelers were last place in this AFC North, and I did a little bit of research, was 1999. I believe that was our Cordell Stewart years. I'm not 100% positive, but yeah, so 1999, the last time the Steelers were in last place in the AFC North. What do I have to think about that other than I just want to cry? Apparently my dog's coming up to join me. So yes, you guys can say hello right there. It's his birthday today, so he gets to do whatever he wants. So yeah, he's got a bone. He'll chew on that thing. So let's see. So this week, so aside from the slight little history lesson, that's all I got for you. So this week we have the Philadelphia Eagles playing Thursday night against the New York Trash Giants, who, even though they're trying to pull out all the stops last week, they just could not get it together. The Eagles actually did lose last week. I'm going to go with the Giants on the upset on this one. Just because, not because I want to, make all my Philadelphia friends mad at me. Just, I think the Giants, they're going to get one of these weird games, and this is probably going to be the one. Next up, we have on the Sunday games, we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lost a little bit of that fist magic from the beginning of the season, playing against the Atlanta Falcons, very respectable Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to go with Atlanta on this one. I think that Tampa Bay is, they had their hot start, and now they're just full of farts. So, hey, look, I can make rhymes. Next up, we have the San Diego Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Even though Cleveland has been squeaking out a lot of games this year, I'm going to have to go with the Chargers on this one. The Chargers are just a superior team. Even though the Browns did just beat the Ravens, weird stuff's happening this year, but I got to go with the Chargers. Next up, we have the Colts taking on the New York Jets. This is another one of those trash games where it could go either way. I'm going to have to go with the Colts on this one. Maybe Andrew Luck can put something together. We'll see, I guess. So Colts over the Jets. The last, but I guess not last. I don't know why I said last. Now we have the Seattle Seahawks playing the Oakland Raiders, soon to be Las Vegas Raiders. But I have to go with the Seahawks on this one, even though I really don't want to, but I will, just because I like getting more points. And the Oakland Raiders are just a trash team this year, so who cares? Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington Native Americans. Panthers, they pulled out. I'm going to have to take the safe bet on this one and say yes, that they will. I just can't stand the Washington Native Americans. Everything about that franchise just. Next up, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. Buffalo's been really up and down this season. They've been kind of pulling stuff out and making you thinking that they can do something again, and then they'll just lose the next week. And Houston's been kind of the same, like in a way. There's been a lot of really close games. I'm going to have to go with the Houston Texans on this one. Maybe J.J. Watt will do something, and then he'll just get injured again. So, who knows? Now we have the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. That's an easy one because I do not believe the Arizona Cardinals stand a chance against the Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins is kind of on fire, and he's just rolling all over the place, all over defenses. And everyone knows that the Cardinals are just a big pile of crap in that division with the Seahawks and the 49ers and the Super Bowl champion Rams. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to go with Minnesota on that one. Let's see. Next up, we have the rivalry game of the week. I gotta bust out my Troy Polamalu because I need some defense to show up, and they really need to put the hammer down on the Bengals that they were able to do to Atlanta. Will they be able to do that again? I am extremely skeptical, considering our defense is ranked like 30th in the amount of yards given up in the league. Our defense has just been a big pile of crap, and maybe Atlanta game was a fluke. It's just our fate's trying to keep us from being way worse than the Cleveland Browns, who are, winning games this year. So, come on, Steelers, just beat the freaking Bengals. We need to get out of last place, pull up to the top, get into the playoffs, and win a damn Super Bowl. Going from 78% chance or an 80-something% chance of going to the Super Bowl this year, I think now they're ranked like 20, if we're lucky. This is going to be a down year. Even though we have some of the best players in the league, I still have to say it's going to be a down year, which says a lot. So, come on, guys. We need this win. And somebody's going to get murdered in this game because that's just how Pittsburgh and Bengals games go. So, if you want to see a bunch of dudes just really smashing into each other, no, I guess I'll just roll with that. Then watch this game. Or, whatever website you can go find those kind of things. See, next up we have the Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins. And I'm going to have to go with the Bears on this one. They've been playing pretty decent, and the Miami Dolphins are a big steaming pile. So that's a fairly easy one. Next up we have the LA Rams taking on the Denver Broncos, who I know that Brian is a little upset about the Broncos ruining one of his night in Vegas, but the Rams, I think, made his night even worse. So I'm going with the Rams because they are 5-0 and just annihilating everybody. And the Denver Broncos are just the next thing in their path toward a total annihilation. And there's nothing really, it seems like a lot of people can do about it. So, Rams over the Broncos. We have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to have to go with the Titans on this one. I think that they've been kind of showing that they can get it done lately. And Baltimore they just lost to the Browns. I mean, maybe this is the downfall of Baltimore. They've been figured out, or maybe not. I don't know, but I'm going to say that Baltimore is going to be on a losing streak. They're going to lose to the Tennessee Titans. Next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Blake Bortles taking on the dudes from Dallas. Dallas has not been having a great year. Even though everyone talks about how great the offensive line is, they have just been, I don't know, they're just missing something, which is kind of weird. They're usually kind of one of those more reliable teams. Even though they have some of the best players, I'm going to have to say Jacksonville is probably going to pull out a win on this one. The Cowboys are just not on getting their stuff together, so it's going to be an easy one. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. And then we have the Sunday night game, the Kansas City Chiefs going against the America's most hated team in NFL, the Patriots. I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs on this one just because they're on fire and the Patriots are kind of, they're just all over. This is why the NFL is so freaking weird this year. And it's like you can't make solid bets anymore. It's just everyone's all over the place. But I believe the Kansas City Chiefs are not all over the place. They seem like they got their stuff together. They're pulling out miracle wins out of their butt and getting all the good calls going their way. So I doubt the Patriots can cheat their way into a win on this one. So I'm going to have to go with the Kansas City Chiefs over the Patriots on Sunday night. The Monday night game, wow, this is an easy one. San Francisco 49ers looking like the Jimmy Garoppolo-less 49ers from the beginning of last season, playing against the Green Bay Packers. And Aaron Rodgers is looking a lot better. He's connecting on the ball, even though they did have a really shitty game against the Lions last week. I'm going to have to say that you usually don't lose 2 in a row. And this is going to be a good bounce-back game for them. And the Green Bay Packers are going to be slinging footballs all over the San Francisco 49ers. And that's it for the picks on this week. If you have any comments that you want to leave, make sure you check us out at Geek Dad Report on YouTube, and you can also find us on Geek Dad Report on Twitter. I am Big Bruiser. If you want to try and talk to that other guy, Brian, whatever, he's got more friends than me, so it's okay. But yeah, you can talk to him. He's at Brian West 53, and you can also find us on Facebook at Twitter. And please just leave a comment or give us a rating. And that's all we need. And make sure that you talk to at least 10 people that you know and tell them about the show. And we will give you all the internet high fives in the world. All of them. So, everyone, have a good week. Be safe. Don't drink too much beer on Sunday and eat too many brats that your stomach starts to hurt. I've done it before. Not fun. So, until then, next week, Brian will be back for the week 7 of the picks, and I will be standing glorious as I won't be wearing my no shirts on and bet the Steelers are going to win and the Seahawks are going to lose. Ooh. Goodbye, everybody.